This is Special Chronicles, giving respect and a voice to people with special needs.
I shudder thinking how the world can be so cruel. I lend my voice to those who can't. It's time we try, it's time we care, it's time we stand. It starts with a voice.
Welcome to the Special Chronicles show. My name is Daniel Smikowski. I'm the founder of Special Chronicles and a Southern Tribal International Global Messenger with Special Olympics. And this week, on this week's episode, I'm going to present to you a 5-minute speech that I gave at a Coca-Cola luncheon that was recorded from Berlin, Germany. And Coca-Cola sponsored a lunch for all of us Southern Tribal International Global Messengers. As well, there was celebrity global ambassadors there, board members, and other partners like ESPN and Toyota that attended this lunch that Coca-Cola had sponsored. And I talk about the real magic of the partnership between Special Olympics and Coca-Cola. So I hope that you all enjoy this speech that I gave at the Coca-Cola lunch that was really well received from all of those that attended. And so now here is this speech about the real magic of Coca-Cola and Special Olympics right here on SpecialChronicles.com.
Something, and that was to introduce my dear friend and the king of podcasts, all the way from Special Olympics, Illinois, and he's going to address you now, Daniel Smikowski.
Thank you, Mary, for that introduction. Welcome, honored guests, global ambassadors, partners, and Coca-Cola friends. On behalf of my fellow Southern Tribal International Global Messengers who at each of your tables, and the millions of Special Olympic athletes globally, we are grateful for your support over the years of the Special Olympics movement. Coca-Cola is a founding partner of Special Olympics and has been supporting our movement since 1968. We are so honored to have you, Coca-Cola, as a partner. And thank you for hosting this lunch today. I and my fellow SSIGMs are all honored to be here with you. Coca-Cola's support of our athlete leadership program has provided opportunities for our athletes to be leaders, both on the field and making a great impact off the field as we break down barriers of the disability. As SSIGMs, we are the storytellers of the movement of Special Olympics. We tell our stories as a way to magnify the Special Olympics movement around the globe. Coca-Cola brings moments of joy, opportunity, and inclusion that to our athletes and their families. And that is the real magic of our partnership. One such moment of joy, opportunity, and inclusion that I'd like to briefly share with you is that Coca-Cola provided me and my father an opportunity to travel to the global headquarters in Atlanta at the Community Engagement Summit a year ago. This brings me to one of my most rewarding experiences with Coca-Cola, which I've had in honor of speaking on a panel of young people. I may have been a little bit the older side of the young. I had an opportunity on this panel to share my story of overcoming challenges through my involvement as a Special Olympics athlete, to rise and become one of the elite athlete leaders of Southern Tribal International Global Muscular. I also had an opportunity to meet other young people in many of Coca-Cola's North America partners. Coca-Cola truly included and accepted me from the moments that I walked in and arrived and throughout the day of the summit. They embraced me. And that is the real magic of a partnership. Just like in a Special Olympics movement, Coca-Cola brings together our athletes and families together with the community. Thank you for being here today and all of us SSIGMs at this lunch. And again, on behalf of the millions of fellow Special Olympics athletes across the globe, and from the bottom of my heart, thank you, Coca-Cola, for your generous support and partnership with our Special Olympics movement. We truly can show the world the real magic that comes when we're unbeatable together. Thank you.
Support for Special Chronicles comes from listeners like you. As an independent public media podcast, Special Chronicles will always be there for you. Now we're asking you to be there for us. As a non-profit independent media organization, we can only make programs like Special Chronicles with listener support. Our programs provide weekly, candid, honest, and inspiring conversations about the people with disabilities community that creates awareness, support, and advocacy within each week's episode. Listeners tell us our shows are an enjoyable and necessary podcast for the intellectual and developmental disability community and everyone else who is able to listen to stories about life from a different angle. Please, if you and your family love our weekly podcasts, make a one-time, monthly, or annual gift of thanks today. Support this podcast at specialchronicles.com/give. That's specialchronicles.com/give. Support for Special Chronicles comes from ComEd. Special Chronicles is proud to partner with the ComEd Energy Force Ambassador Program. The Energy Force is the country's first energy efficiency education program designed for and taught by people with disabilities. ComEd is powering lives, and Wary is powering us here at Special Chronicles to keep the lights on and our technology is powered on. As ComEd powers the lives of us, they are literally giving a voice to people with special needs. We thank ComEd for the generous support of our mission at Special Chronicles. Learn more at specialchronicles.com/ComEd. That's specialchronicles.com/ComEd. Support for Special Chronicles comes from United Airlines Bridge Disability Business Resource Group. Special Chronicles is proud to partner with United Airlines and the Bridge BLG. Bridge BLG is committed to being an ally for all employees and customers with disabilities. Bridge helps to create internal awareness to keep accessibility needs in mind and partner with key organizations to empower disability inclusion for employment and travel. Bridge, connecting people of all abilities. Book your travel today on United.com or on the award-winning United app. Learn more on United's commitment to disability inclusion for employment and travel at specialchronicles.com/United. That's specialchronicles.com/United. Special Chronicles is hosted by Podbean Podcast Hosting, the easiest, most affordable option to get started in podcasting. At Special Chronicles, we proudly host our weekly podcast with Podbean and highly recommend you use Podbean Podcast Hosting to get started in podcasting today. Sign up for an unlimited hosting plan and get 1 month free now to get started in podcasting today when you visit specialchronicles.com/Podbean. That's specialchronicles.com/Podbean.
We're not just athletes.
We are the ambassadors of an
Our live streams
peaceful
are powered
protesters.
by StreamYard, the easiest way to create professional live streams. StreamYard is a live streaming studio in your browser. Interview guests, share your screen, and much more. Stream directly to Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and other platforms. Sign up for StreamYard today using our StreamYard referral link when you visit specialchronicles.com/StreamYard. That's specialchronicles.com/StreamYard.
We're not just athletes.
We are the ambassadors of an uprising. Peaceful protesters.
In a rebellion against anyone
Who has a fear of difference.
Difference.
Our demands are
equality,
Dignity.
and the recognition of our
Shared humanity. We will not stop.
or accept anything less.
Today, our world is
More divided than ever.
And coming together has never been more urgent.
The revolution.
It's inclusion.
Find out more at jointherevolution.org.
Well, I hope you enjoyed hearing the speech that I gave at the Coca-Cola lunch in Berlin, Germany, and I hope you all learned a little bit about the real magic of the partnership that Coca-Cola, the founding partnership of Coca-Cola has with Special Olympics. If you want to watch the full video of this speech, you can find it on YouTube on the Special Chronicles channel, which we will put a link to that in the show notes for this episode 536 on specialchronicles.com. So just look in the show notes on specialchronicles.com for this episode, and you can find a link to watch the video. Stay subscribed to this podcast. Next week, we will I'll bring you a panel discussion that I hosted after the Berlin screening of the documentary film All You Can Hear Is Noise. And we have new episodes that will drop every week. So stay subscribed. Follow this podcast on specialchronicles.com, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. You can also sign up for our newsletter. Follow us on social media, on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. You can find all those links to sign up to follow us on specialchronicles.com in the show notes for this episode. And we'll be back next week with another episode. And until then, we remember the real magic of Coca-Cola and Special Olympics, and to choose to include. We'll catch you next week right here on specialchronicles.com. To catch you next week. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Special Chronicles podcast. Our podcast was produced by Daniel Smukowski on the Special Chronicles Network. Follow Special Chronicles on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Subscribe, rate, and review Special Chronicles on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Our website, specialchronicles.com, where you can stream our archives of over 500 episodes for free. Also, there's a list of our favorites, original series, award-winning columns, and blogs. And sign up for our newsletter to receive exclusive bonus content delivered to your inbox. Again, specialchronicles.com. Special Chronicles is hosted by Podbean Podcast Hosting. Our live streams are powered by StreamYard. Thanks as always to our business manager, Adam Smukowski, who always encourages us to never give up. I'm Daniel Smukowski, back next week with more stories.
Special Chronicles, giving respect and a voice to people with special needs.